Welcome, Highland Hops. Welcome to a special edition of the news. All about our Constitution. Today is a day to celebrate our democracy. The piece of paper that started it all. You might say, who cares about an old piece of paper? How about freedom? Do you like living in a free country? Are you glad that you can vote for a leader instead of a king? Are you glad you can? Say what you want, read what you want, write what you want, choose your own religions. Thanks to the Constitution, we can hang out with who you want, protect yourself from danger, live where you want, own land and property. You can go to the court and demand justice.
In some countries, the government controls all these things. In those countries, the government controls the people. Thanks to our Constitution, our people can control the government.
So how do we get our Constitution? Well, after the American Revolution, 200 years ago, the 13 colonies became a new nation with a new government. You gotta have a new government, right? Somehow you gotta make sure that
People are treated fairly. That people are safe. That people get what they need, like roads, hospitals, and fire departments. That people are free to do what they want without hurting others. Rules and laws must be made to protect all future generations of people. In order to do all these things, the 13 colonies decided to write the Articles of Confederation.
And it didn't work. It didn't work? No, it was terrible.
You can say that again. Nobody was really in charge at all. Each colony was like a little tiny country with its own money, its own laws, and its own taxes. Our country was broke because each little colony couldn't get it together to pay for soldiers or to keep people from fighting over the rules.
What a mess! No kidding, they blew it.
We almost didn't get to have a country at all. Luckily, some smart leaders such as
Alexander Hamilton, James Madison, Benjamin Franklin, and George Washington
got together to start over and write the rules for a new government. They had a big convention, the Constitutional Convention. Psst! Thomas Jefferson wasn't there to write the Constitution. He was over in Paris, France the whole time during the Constitutional Convention. He didn't come back and sign until later. Anyway, it wasn't easy. The leaders fought and fought over what rules to write down.
They argued who would have the power, the state or the national government.
Finally, they worked it out and gave the power of governing and protecting our country to both states and the federal government. They created a government full of
democracy.
The Constitution created an executive branch to enforce the laws and rules.
That's the president.
And a legislative branch to make the rules.
That's the Congress.
And a judicial branch to protect and judge the rules.
That's the courts.
That's right. The president is the highest leader in the executive branch. The highest legislators are senators and representatives in Congress. And in the judicial branch, the Supreme Court justices are the highest judges in the land. So, after the Founding Fathers wrote the Constitution, all of the colonies had to vote on it and sign it into law. It took a long time. People from all over the colonies had to sign it in different places. Finally, on September 17th, 1787, the Constitution was officially signed into law.
This little piece of paper is still here today.
We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, to do, ordain, and establish this Constitution for the United States of America.
Over the past 200 years, the Constitution has been changed a few times by our people, but this document still makes our country
The greatest country in the world today. So celebrate and cherish your Constitution. It protects me and me and me and me and me and you.